Today I'm going to be showing you how to do the front toe alignment on your car. So I've drawn out what it is the front toe alignment is. Your front wheels on your car should be parallel to each other. These are the front wheels, and that means that they should have no toe or zero toe. What that means is that the distance from the front of the wheels here is the same distance as the back of the front wheels here. So a good way to think about it is using your own feet as a reference. So your front wheels should be parallel to each other, kind of like my feet are, where the distance from the front of the wheels is the same as the back of the wheels. That's the front. So this would be a zero toe or a no toe. So when you have your front wheels and they are toe in, kind of like this, then you'll get excessive wear on the outside of your tires. So again, looking at your feet as an example, if you have toe in, kind of like this, your front wheels, then the outside of your tires will wear out faster than the rest of them. So this is toe in. And the same, and it's also true for the opposite, which is toe out, where your front wheels are kind of toed out, then the inside of the tires wear out faster than the rest of the tires. So toe out would kind of be like this a little bit. And then again, the inside of your tires will wear out faster than the rest of your tires. So what you want is your tires to be parallel to each other. And again, that's the distance between the front and the rear of the tires is the same. And you'll have zero toe, and your tires will wear out evenly across both tires. Okay, so these are some of the things you're going to be needing. You're going to be needing 2 tape measures of at least, I think, 6 feet or longer. This is 10 feet and 16 feet, so these are long enough. You're also going to be needing some wrenches, another wrench here, and a straight edge. This is basically an oversized ruler. You can find these at any art store. And if your eyes aren't so good, you're going to be needing a magnifying glass. Alright, so very quickly, just to show you what we're going to be adjusting. This is called the ball joint on the car. It attaches to the wheel with this ball joint here and this nut. And then this is whole section here. And we're going to be loosening up this nut with a wrench. And once this is loose, we can take this part here with another wrench, and there are threads inside. This threads into this piece here. So by turning this either in or out, we can adjust this either in or out of this piece here, and this will either expand this part here or contract it, making the wheels either this wheel either making it go this way or making it go this way simply by turning this. So if we turn this and we make it go into this piece like this, it's going to shorten the distance here, so it's going to make this wheel go like this. So if we want to make the wheel go the other way, we're going to have to make this come out of this piece here by expanding it, and it's going to turn the wheel this way. So this is the piece we're going to be adjusting. So first things first, this is a Toyota Corolla, by the way. And first you center your steering wheel so that it's at the center. Next, you go ahead and take a look at the wheels. It's very hard to see with the camera, but I can sort of see how my front wheel aligns with the back wheel pretty evenly on the driver's side of the car. And just eyeballing it on the other side of the car, this is the passenger side, I can sort of see how that wheel kind of tilts in towards the inside of the car, so it's a little bit towed in. It doesn't quite line up with the back wheel. I know it's very hard to see, but I can kind of eyeball it from here, and I can see that the front passenger wheel is kind of tilted in, whereas the driver's side wheel is pretty even with the back wheel. So we'll be adjusting the passenger wheel. since we'll be adjusting the passenger wheel, we go ahead and we take our two tape measures and we take them out, and then we put them on the front and behind the passenger wheel so that the other end sticks out at the other side. So this is the driver's side of the wheel, and you can see the two ends of the tape measure sticking out. And you want to take your straight edge and you want to place it right above where the rim ends on this side. So the furthermost part here over the rim. Now you might not be able to touch the rim with it depending on how wide your tires are, but you want to place it right up against the tire, the sidewall of the tire, on the top and on the bottom. So you just press it up against the tire, just like so. And what you want to do is you want to drag the end of the tape measure into the car. So you want to push it in. It's kind of hard just by myself, but you push it in, and then that means that this starts at 0. The measurement is 0. Okay, so this measurement is now at 0. So next you do that to the back of the front wheel, and again you drag this into the inside of the wheel, I mean towards the inside of the car. So now the straight edge is up against the tire and the tape measure is now zeroed in on the back. So now the tape measure is they're both at 0, either here and here, they're both at 0. So I'm back on the passenger side of the car, and you can see the two tape measures on this side. So this is an important part. Don't knock over the tape measures with your foot, otherwise you're gonna have to start all over. So be careful not to touch the tape measures on this side anymore. Alright, so you take your straight edge and you place it up against the sidewall of the tire again, on the furthermost part of the wheel, and you take the bottom piece and then you get it to as close to the tape measure as possible without moving it or knocking it over. And here I can see that the measurement, the first measurement, is 66 and about 11/16 of an inch, so less than 67 inches. This is a good, if your eyes aren't so good, it's a good time to use your magnifying glass. So less than 67 inches. Next we take our straight edge and we go to the back tape measure. We place the straight edge up against the wheel again, and we bring down our straight edge over the tape measure, and here we can see that the measurement is actually bigger than 67 inches. So the distance between the distance in the back is bigger than the distance in the front, which means that my wheel is most certainly toe in. So here you can see that it's about 67 inches and 1, 2, 3, about 6/16. So what we have to do is get this back wheel, because the distance in the back is greater, we want to do this to the tire just slightly so that the distance between the front and the back, the measurement will be the same or very close to it. So this is where we're going to adjust. So again, this is the piece that we're going to be adjusting. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen this nut here, and we're going to make this piece here, by turning it, we're going to make it go into this piece because it has threads in it. So you screw it into this piece here, and what we want is for our tire to do this slightly to make the distance on the back of the tires less. So we're gonna thread this into here. Now I can actually stick my arm into here so I don't have to get underneath the car, but you might have to get underneath the car or you raise it up on jack stands to get to this piece right here. So I'm gonna loosen this up and I'm gonna be turning this. Okay, so I loosened it up with my wrench, and I just turn it, get it out of the way a little bit. So here I'm turning it, I guess from my point of view here, it's clockwise. So just keep turning it a little bit. So if I'm turning this clockwise, in order for this part to go into here, There's a car passing. So I'm going to have to be turning this counterclockwise from my point of view. So I'm going to be turning it like this. So counterclockwise. So here I take my wrench. In this case, this is a 14 millimeter. And you go ahead and there's a little place right here where you can place your wrench so you could turn it. So you just put your wrench in like so, and then you could start turning it little by little, and you could see how it goes, it's turning with your wrench. So you just keep doing that, and then little by little this piece is going to screw into this piece right here. So you just keep doing it just in small increments. Wow, this is hard to do with one hand. Alright, so just keep screwing it in. Then after you screw it in, you keep checking your distances with your straight edge. So you want to give it a couple of turns and then just keep checking it. I've already done it, and you take it slowly, little by little, and then I can already tell that this is like 67 and 2/16 of an inch. And then going to behind, I can tell that it's exactly the same, which is 67 and 2/16 of an inch. So now I know that both the front and the tape measure give me the same reading, which is 67 and 2/16. And now I know that the distance between this and this is the same on both wheels. So now both wheels are perfectly parallel to each other, and there is zero toe. So now all you have to do is go back to your nut here and tighten it all the way down with your wrench, and you're done. So that's the easy way of doing your front toe alignment on any car, using no major tools and for no money. So my tip to you is be patient and go slowly. That way you get a nice accurate reading in the final result, and your wheels are perfectly parallel with each other. I've been doing it this way for years, and I've always gotten good results, and never had a problem with wearing out tires unevenly. So if after doing this you notice that your steering wheel is not centered whenever you're driving straight, then that means that your wheels are probably just slightly either to the right or left, depending on which side you adjusted. So all you have to do is just, if for example they're slightly to the right, all you have to do is just adjust the right wheel slightly and then the left wheel slightly, so that they're parallel and that your steering wheel is once again in the center position. So that's it. I hope this video helps you, and if it does, comment below. Thank you for watching.